Okay, today we are going to talk about the third heart sound. It's a very important sound and difficult to appreciate it. Let's see what happens, how it is produced. Third heart sound in the diastole, the first thing is occur after the end of the systole, the left ventricle relaxes. And the left ventricular pressure has to come below that of the left atrial pressure for the mitral valve to open. So it takes some time from the onset of the diastole for the opening of the mitral valve. Thereafter, the mitral valve opens, and in the early part of the filling of the ventricle, that is the early diastolic filling, it is a passive filling because of the variation in pressure. The blood comes from the left atrium to left ventricle. Due to the compliant left, in the condition where the left ventricle is compliant, something like a systolic heart failure, where it doesn't offer resistance, the blood comes to the third, it comes to the column, hits the left ventricle, and the vibration that causes the third heart sound. So it is a diastolic sound produced by the early filling of the left ventricle, which is a passive one. Okay, so where is the location? It is one of the most difficult sounds to appreciate. The frequency is a very low frequency. It is just in the lower limits of an audible human being frequency sound. So it requires a lot of effort to appreciate the third heart sound. Over and above that, the third heart sound is confined to a very small area in the apex. So it becomes all the more difficult to appreciate a third heart sound. It's one of the most difficult sounds to appreciate it. Okay, so how to feel third heart sound is that it has to be felt in the apex, since it is a low pitched sound. So low pitched sounds are always heard with the bell of the stethoscope. High pitched sounds with the diaphragm, low pitched sounds like S3, S4 and the mid diastolic murmur of a mitral stenosis. These are low pitched sounds. They are better heard with the bell of the stethoscope. So you put the patient in the left lateral position and just put the bell of the servo slightly touching the apex of the heart so that you can hear the third heart sound by concentrating on the diastolic phase of the ventricular contraction, ventricular cardiac cycle. Okay, so the location is seen in the apex. So you have to see it is very confined to a very small area. It's a low frequency sound, that is, and low pitch sound. So what are the causes of third heart sound? Third heart sound, it can be normal in less than 40 years of age in the males, and then it can be normal. But above 40 years, if you are appreciating a third heart sound, then it's a pathognomonic. Typical example is a say LV systolic failure. What will happen? The compliance, there is no compliance of the left ventricle. Left ventricle is looking flabby. So the blood column in the early part of the diastole comes and hits and produces a third heart sound. Not what we call as a gallop rhythm. That is the typical 3 heart sound. The gallop rhythm can be 3 heart sound. One is the S1 and S2. The other can be an S3 or an S4. That is what we call as a gallop rhythm. Okay. So, but since it is the early part of the diastole, that is, diastole is from the second heart sound, that is the A2, P2 to the first heart sound. Okay, so it is the, what are the other diastolic sounds? We have got a opening snap, the S3 and the S4 followed by the, so these are the diastolic sounds. So it becomes difficult how to distinguish a second heart sound from a S3 sound. So we know that S3 sound is a low pitch sound, is better heard with the bell of the stethoscope at the confined to a very small area near the apex. Unlike second heart sound, which is quite clearly audible over the pulmonary area. And there is some gap between the second heart sound and the third heart sound. So that is the basic. So, and if you press firmly with the step, if you press it firmly, then the S3 disappears. So it has to be very lightly touching the bell, touching the apex, then only you can hear it. If you push it firmly, then the S3 is not audible. That is how you distinguish the S3 from P2. Now how to distinguish the OS and S3? They are occurring almost nearby. We know that opening snap occurs in the context of a mitral stenosis, and opening snap is a high pitched sound. If you hear with the diaphragm with the stethoscope, it is better heard, whereas if you hear the S3 with the diaphragm, it is not heard. And OS is always associated with a, since a mitral stenosis, loud first start sound usually. Whereas S3, loud first sound. Most of the regurgitation murmurs, the MR and everything. So S3 and it is confined to apex, whereas OS can be heard in the other way. So we have to distinguish between a second heart sound and an S3 sound, opening snap and a S3 sound. And common conditions where it can occur is a left ventricular systolic failure and a mitral regurgitation. And S3 is an important component of the mitral. So whenever you are looking for a mitral regurgitation, you should always try to appreciate the S3 sound. That is one of the important sounds that has to be auscultated in the context of a mitral regurgitation. Now just we heard about the third heart sound. Now let's discuss about the fourth heart sound. Now fourth heart sound again is a diastolic sound. So I told you as earlier, the diastole, there is something in the filling of the ventricle takes place in the early part of the diastole as a passive filling, and later part of the diastole, the ventricular filling occurs due to the atrial knock. But in the later part of the diastole, the atria contracts to push whatever blood inside the left atrium to the left ventricle. Maximum around 85% of the ventricular filling is during the passive filling. Only around 15% of the blood which is there in the ventricular filling in the diastole occurs due to the atrial knock. This atrial knock causing pushing of blood leading to vibrations in the ventricle causing the fourth heart sound. So fourth heart sound is a reflection of the atrial knock, atrial system, whatever you call it. So that is the reason why so this atrial knock or the late part of the diastole is an event occurring just before the systole, that is produced by the S1 sound. Okay, so that is the mechanism of the S4. S4 is again a low pitched sound, similar to a third heart sound, and it can be heard with the bell of the stethoscope. Okay, so location again, it can be, it's not unlike an S3 which is confined to a smaller area, it can be heard. S4 again, it can be, so S4 is produced when there is a decreased LV compliance, means there is an increased pressure in the LV during the diastole. Typical example is the left ventricular hypertrophy. Due to that, there is a increased pressure in the left ventricle during the diastole, so that the passive filling doesn't occur much. There is a lot of blood inside the left atrium, but the latter part of the diastole, atria has to literally push. So that causes the fourth heart sound. So the fourth heart sound occurs in the context of a decreased LV compliance. So means whenever there is an end diastolic pressure in the LV is increased. Typical example in a hypertrophy. So where that condition produces a fourth heart sound. Where are they? So how do you clinically appreciate it? So I told you one in the, if you put it, the bell of the stethoscope, you can hear it, and wherever you can increase the LV pressure by doing it in a, if you see a hand grip. If you do the hand grip, what will happen? It increases the pressure in the aorta and it produces increase the pressure in the LV. That produces a typical fourth heart sound. If the fourth heart sound is due to the contraction of the left atrium, so when it will be absent, it is absent when there is no atrial systole. In which condition? In atrial fibrillation. So in the setting of an atrial fibrillation, you won't get an S4 sound. S4 sound occurs only in the context of a form hitting a left atrial systole. Okay, so the typical example is in the case of a hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, or in the case of a left ventricular hypertrophy, systolic hypertension, aortic stenosis, where there is increased LV diastolic pressure, you get the fourth heart sound, and absent in case of a atrial fibrillation.